What's up, players? Welcome to another funnel breakdown. My name is Carlos Rosario, and I've done a ton of these. I'm having fun, and I'm hoping that it's adding value to your life because these things are pretty powerful. I've learned a lot just by watching kind of what they're doing, and it's all geared towards not only getting traffic, but highly qualified, targeted traffic, and at least getting clues to how they're doing it and how they're building a list, the smart ways they're kind of sorting and sifting folks. So I just watched this real estate investing events newsfeed ad, which has some classic uh, marketing strategies. Attention, New York City, right? It's geared. You know that this ad is geared towards people in New York City interested in real estate investing, and they got the little tracking URL, the Google tracking link shortener or whatever. And what it is at the end of the video is this call to action that is automatically added by Facebook, which is pretty cool. So they didn't have to kind of think this through, but they could have added their own. I guess the point I'm trying to make is they didn't have to. So what it is a VSL that highlights and showcases a case study, and it's a scripted, uh, not VSL, but it's like a VSL. So it's just a scripted video sales story. um, and it's done really well. So, if you're a service provider, you're into copyright or something like this, you might want to think about being able to offer the scripts for this sort of thing, storyboarding it, and then just kind of putting it out there. So basically it uses the proxy of a woman who's lost her life. And notice how it starts off as like a, who it's starring, excuse me. And, she basically she acts as the proxy for the people that they want to attract. She's a working class woman. Her story was she used to be a postmaster, and she lost her husband and kind of lost everything, lost her drive to do something, and how she got it all back. And now she's winning awards with this company. She made it, somewhere near the top. And you should attend these free events. So I'll post a link to this, hopefully, unless I lose it. But it's worth the watch because it's done really well, in my opinion. And somebody obviously had to script this thing, so I'm interested in these sorts of story arches, and that's part of the reason why I'm breaking it down. So I'm not sure if I already did this, but yeah, so basically they are targeting people 22 to 64 who live in New York City, and that's already its own geographic, demographic, and affinity group. So it actually overlaps on those two fronts, because not only are we all part of the geographic location where we live, but New Yorkers in general tend to, not New Yorkers in general, but people that like to classify themselves somehow, some way, and just feeling like this is for New Yorkers, and if you're in New York, it's perfect, right? At least it's one way to target. So anyway, it's got a lot of good momentum, a lot of good comments, shares. It's got a shit ton of shares, definitely a ton of views, almost 200,000 views. And when you click on the ad, it takes you to this Merrill's real estate class opt-in page with this video over here that plays, showcases. Everything's sort of like fish lens from the viewpoint of the proxy of the people that they want to target. And then it's nothing more than choose your selected where you're at. Like, notice that this page, even though this page right here is geared towards New Yorkers, they made they kind of like repurposed this page to do multiple duty. So this is actually can be geared towards Bridgeport, New Jersey, all of these different, these ads they probably have these ads running all in these specific cities. And I would imagine when you land on this page, depending on your designation, like depending on how you're starting out, like if you're in one of the other cities, this will already be checked off to wherever you're at. I would imagine anyway. And then it's choose your class, right? Like they have different live events going on and where it will be held. So basically to register, and then they got social proof for where it's been featured, how where else it's been mentioned, and then it's just a bullet list of what you're going to learn. The top 5 things you'll learn. I think they can, personally, I think they can do this better, but obviously they don't need to, right? Like, I mean, I might hit up this dude and be like, hey, I can redo this. Why don't you test this out, or let me help you some way, somehow. You can power partner with somebody like that. So this is part of the reason why I look at these to find out potential opportunities which you've uncovered. And if you dig deeper, you can see even the proxies themselves might offer an in for you if you can get yourself in front of them somehow, introduce yourself, right? Like, we're all socially invested. You even know the name of this woman, so I mean, why not reach out to her if you could. It talks about what you'll get when you register for the event, and then it's got at the bottom a testimonial section. I love how they kind of cluster these together. Social proof. And that's it. The only thing that I would probably restructure differently, if I may, right, is I would have like a button that, you know, it says like choose your date, right? Click on it and it takes you right back here. Instead of forcing them, not forcing them, but anything I could do to get them to make, to lube the funnel process along to make it easier. Because if you go over here and then let's say we stopped here for a second because the doorbell rang or because the phone rang or something, with no call to action, it's very possible. I mean, it's very possible either way, but it's very possible you could have forgotten why the hell you were even on this page to begin with, right? And since there's no call to action, all you're looking at are testimonials, there's nothing telling you to click your date. That click your date command is a powerful neuro-linguistic programming little tool, or it's just a command. It's just a useful persuasion tool to remind you why the hell we're here. So that would be my only recommendation. And then obviously going into this event, you'll be part of the audience, but you'll get to network, mix and mingle with people locally in your area who are interested in the same topic that you are. So why not? And a lot of them there are probably going to have some dough. So if you offer any services, you can figure out a way to finagle that. It'd be one useful way to do it. Anyway, I hope you found this useful. If you know anybody else who's interested in talking about lateral thinking, sneaky side door marketing, backdoor strategies to success, why try to break into the front door that's locked and bolted shut when he left the front door, the side window, when he left the side window, the side door and the back doors, completely unlocked and open, right? That's kind of the whole premise behind the Parlay Society. So this is actually why we started this. So if you like talking about that sort of stuff, join the group. If you know anybody else that might, go for it and join the group. And if you're cool, definitely come on in. No spammers and no knuckleheads allowed. Thanks so much. If you got value out of this, again, share it with a friend. Let me know. Comment. If you hated it, comment. Let me know why. Let me know what I can do better. Thank you once again. I appreciate you, and I look until the next video. Talk to you soon.